Although 2023 recruiting has necessarily not come to a close until February, the last official signing day, it definitely feels like 2023 has come to a close, and we're already looking at 2024, as we should be. We're excited. It's about that time. The hype for 2024 is unreal with DJ Lagway coming in. So I know I'm excited. I'm excited to see what wide receivers we can pull, what O-linemen are ready to protect that team, and what running backs can we add to that stud of a running back room already. Hey guys, welcome back to Hightop Sports. I'm your host for this evening, Shelton Walker. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you're loving what you're watching. And we're on the road to 10,000 subs by the end of the year. We only got a few days left, so it means a lot if you can help us get there. And without further ado, let's dive into it. We're going to break down a few things today, the 2024 class and what is to come, and then the quarterback room. There's been a lot of question, a lot of concern on what's going on, and I want to give you my thoughts and opinion on it, on how Billy, in my opinion, has wrapped up the quarterback room for next year, and why I think everything's going to be okay. Tysean White, four-star cornerback out of Buford, Georgia, will be visiting the Swamp for the second time. Not this year, but he'll be visiting next year in January. He visited back in June, and when he did visit, he got an offer. I believe it was during Friday Night Lights, but I'm not for certain. June 24th does ring a bell, if I do remember correctly. He did speak about his visit, and he said Florida was definitely great. I was really impressed with the coaches and how welcoming they were. Now, they did speak to Tysean, and again, he is labeled as a cornerback, but if Florida did speak to him and say, hey, we'll be utilizing you in more positions, more likely the safety position, which is what 247 has him ranked at currently, is as a safety. It's 5'11", 187 pounds. He is a 2027th ranked safety in his class and ranked 244th nationally. But he does have his schools down to the top 13, I believe, or it is 14. It is 13 with Auburn, Colorado, Georgia Tech, Florida, Florida State, Michigan State, Texas, South Carolina, Michigan, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Tennessee, North Carolina, and Virginia Tech. So there's a lot of schools that are still up for grabs, but he has mentioned that Florida is in his top 5 right now, and he cannot wait to go back. So again, these kids, they like to take advantage of the opportunity. So these are a lot of schools kind of all over the place. Good to see Georgia's not in there with him being a Georgia native, but Florida State is in there, who's been some of that we've been going back and forth. And it is a little nerve-wracking to see Colorado, but I would love for Billy to pull this off and see again how we can get this class started. Next, we have Josiah Trader, the number 8 prospect in 2024 class, who in my opinion, is probably the next most excited. Not maybe the top excited, but definitely in my top 3. Sammy Brown, the linebacker, he's my number 1 go after for this year, only because of his mullet. But I digress. Josiah Trader, he is down to Ohio State, Florida, Tennessee, Florida State, and Miami. Those are his top schools right now. He is from Hollywood, Florida, and has visited Miami double digits time, which does concern me because Miami has put a little bit of PTSD in me because of what they have done to us in this past year. So again, that does concern me, but for the fact that we're in the conversation and he does live right there, we've been known to snatch some guys out, so I'm not too concerned. He's visited FSU 5 times and Florida 2 times. Here's where I'm a little more comfortable, okay? He's a 2024 wide receiver. As of now, the future out of the top 3 Florida schools, which he has visited the most, he hasn't visited Ohio State or Tennessee yet, okay? Out of those 3 schools, Florida, in my opinion, is in the best case scenario for the quarterback position. Florida State, they've got some guys, but Jordan Travis is leaving. And Miami, in my opinion, hasn't done a great job in recruiting for quarterback. They've done everything else phenomenal. This is not a knock. It's simply stating the facts and what I've been able to see. So, with that being said, that excites me. The sooner we can get this kid locked and loaded, the better and more comfortable I will feel. Having DJ Lagway on the books, already recruiting these guys, makes me feel really good. Now, Ohio State, they did have the number 1 quarterback for 2024. He has since then decommitted. So again, they are always going to be a threat, especially for high talented wide receivers. They pump out absolute studs up there. But this is going to be a big one for Billy. Billy needs to land more than just a 1 5-star stud, and a top 10 player will be absolutely phenomenal. There's a lot of studs here in Florida and at IMG and in Georgia within a very close radius that are in the top 10 prospects for 2024. This is going to be massive for Billy's success in the coming years because the heat is heavy right now. Should be granted? Some of it is a little bit, but not all of it. But Florida fans, we want it. We want it, and we want it now, okay? So again, these are the 2 big ones right now. I would imagine the 2024 talk would pick up right after February as it did last year. Again, it's kind of like you've already finished this chapter. I'm ready for the next chapter already. Let's rock and roll. Let's get through 23. Let's get to this next signing day because I am pumped for 2023 season and the 2024 recruiting class. Now let's talk about it. The quarterback room. All right, the room that we've all been kind of stressing here lately. Okay, in his press conference, Billy did say he wanted to have a preferred walk-on. So what does Billy go and do? He plucks another one out of IMG, which I'm loving it. I'm loving that we've broken that curse very clearly now. And for us to be able to go to that school and be able to pull guys like this, a 3-star quarterback, makes you feel really good. Is it as flashy and exciting as the other ones? No, but remind you, Kyle Trask was also a 3-star stud. His name is Parker Lease, I believe. I hope I pronounced that correctly. He completed 73 of 157 for 1,100 yards and 18 touchdowns with 6 interceptions as a senior. And he also accumulated 380 yards rushing with 3 touchdowns behind 6.1 yards a carry as well, which is great. Now look, here's where everybody's going to get worried because obviously we've got Mertz coming in from Wisconsin. We still have Jack Miller, who didn't really excite me too much in the bowl game. I've been high on him up until that point just about a few weeks ago. We've got Rashada coming in as well, and we still have the freshman Max Brown. So is it as exciting and as electric as it may have been, let's say, 2 months ago when we had Kidna and Anthony Richardson? No, probably not. But I do want to say one thing, okay? At that point, when we were super excited and really hyped up on the quarterback room, we were more excited on the fact of what Anthony Richardson could do, okay? Graham Mertz is coming from Wisconsin. He was a 4-star guy coming out of high school. He hasn't performed up to what he should, obviously, with him transferring. But I trust Billy. I trust him what he's been able to do. I know we haven't seen a lot on the field yet, but he went and plucked this guy for a reason. He sees something, I believe, that he can make work and get it done. So I trust it. I trust that he's going out and getting this guy on purpose. We all thought Anthony Richardson was going to be a godsend and the savior of University of Florida. Nothing but respect for Anthony, and I wish him all but well in the NFL and hope he has a phenomenal career. Unfortunately, it didn't bode well for us in Florida. Not sure if it was enough time. Not sure if the two systems didn't work out well. It is what it is. We're moving on. But we were all excited because of the what if. Problem is now we see what Graham Mertz can do, and we're not that excited because, again, what's been put on the field isn't that great. However, this is, to me, in my opinion, is Billy's guy. He plucked him. He picked him. I like that, okay? Jack Miller should be kind of sort of his guy, but I honestly feel more comfortable with Mertz at this point than I do Jack Miller. We'll know more when it comes to the spring ball. We'll see how that breaks down, but we will see. I'm not sold that Jaden Rashada can't get it done, meaning he could be the starter for next year. It's not for certain. It's not guaranteed, but I wouldn't hate seeing him be the starter. I do feel like that's a little bit too soon, but we will see. And again, Max Brown, another great guy. Another guy that is a Billy Napier guy that could take him another year to develop, but he could surprise us. We got to keep our eyes open. So, again, the flashiness isn't there. The name brand isn't there that we would hope as Gator fans. But when we had the name brand and we thought we were going to have it all we had was a couple of lightning plays in the bottle from Anthony Richardson, and we thought we were going to be safe, and we weren't. So maybe a change of speed will be good for the Florida Gators. I don't know if it's because it's Christmas or the New Year blood's thrown through the veins. I'm over 2022 season. We've moved on. It's time for the 2023 season. It feels like that excitement's coming back again of like, look, the new season's among us. It's not even close, but I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to start talking about the upcoming season. I'm ready for spring ball. I'm ready for the orange and blue game. I'm ready for Friday Night Lights. Let's get this ball rolling and let's talk about some good stuff here because I'm tired of talking about what happened and what we did wrong and all that. I'm ready to move past it. And I know you guys are as well too. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn the bell on. We have a jam-packed show for you guys on Wednesday night. We go live at 8:35. If everything goes well, we should have a special guest from our future Gator. So keep your eyes out for that. Make sure you guys turn the bell on. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.